Hello, this is your narrator, David Osmond, and I'm about to take you on a wonderful journey in which you get to see our very own Luther speech and debate team relay their speech experiences to you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hi, my name is Jodie Barry and I'm the president of the speech and debate team here at Luther. Here are some members of the team explaining some of the memories that they have shared with one another throughout the course of this year.
One of my favorite things about speech is eating together with the team. It just gets us so much closer. And you can see how we've bonded so much more as a family from the beginning of the year where none of us really sat together. Well, some of us did, some of us didn't. And then at the end of the year we all sat in a huge group. And it's just a good thing to see all of us growing together like that.
At JV Nationals, the teams were diverse, and just as diverse were also the arguments these teams presented to rebut each of our arguments.
Yeah, we ended up debating a lot of very successful teams at JV Nationals. However, our last round didn't really go as we expected. We were debating a topic about the United States initiating talks with North Korea, and I go up to give the very first constructive speech as the government side, and I thought, we presented a pretty good case. And then we had the opposing team go up to give their constructive, and they brought up a really interesting counter-argument.
You know what it was? I'll give you a hint. It had something to do with Lucky Charms. That's right. They brought up leprechauns. They brought up leprechauns as a viable argument as to why the United Nations should not have sanctions with North Korea.
Yeah, essentially what the argument was is that instead of initiating talks with North Korea, we should instead focus our efforts on finding a leprechaun, catching this leprechaun, and then we would have three wishes. One of them would be world peace, and the second one would be initiating talks with North Korea, and the third one would be something about economic benefits. And we weren't really sure how we were supposed to counter this argument, so instead Eric and I kind of talk about it, and we decide that, okay, maybe leprechauns are real, but
You can't prove the existence of magic.
After a couple of tournaments, Jason and I decided that we were getting kind of tired of competing with the amateurs, so we decided that we were going to start competing with the pros.
Pros interpretation, that is.
That's right, and in our pros interpretation pieces, I stepped into the shoes of a Vietnam veteran named Tim O'Brien.
And I step into the shoes of angsty teenager Holden Caulfield.
We really pulled on the heartstrings of our audience. I suspect we nearly moved some of them to tears.
Oh yes, the moment I got on right in front of those people, I just had their attention, and they were so enthralled. I could just feel their emotion as they were connected with mine.
It's a really nice experience for me and my group come to Kansas for the national this time. So it is my very first speech experience. I did speech back home in Shanghai, China. I think it's a really unique opportunity for me to go to Kansas for the speech and debate national. And I and my team have a really good time there, and we made a lot of friends from different colleges and universities. And the most important part is we learned a lot about speech and debate. So it's a really nice experience overall. Thank you.
We had an interesting round. It was actually the last one we had. Admittedly, both of our teams, we didn't really know what we were doing.
Right.
We both made quite a few mistakes.
But it was a lot of fun
Yeah.
because they also were very new to it and we were very new to it. And so afterwards we were able to kind of bond over that.
Yeah.
Oh, we've never done this before.
They were very friendly people. Said, oh, this is my first time too. And we talked to each other. We had a good time. It was pretty fun.
Learned from each other, talked about other rounds beforehand. Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so we also learned that some of our competitors are not quite as friendly as we thought they would be. They do not hold themselves to the same standards that we do here at the Luther College Speech and Debate Team. What they do is something called spreading, which is when they speak really, really fast in hopes that you will not be able to write down what they are saying.
Right. But you just have to go with the flow with that and just continue on, and even though your opponents might be a little more underhanded in their use of spreading, you have to, stick to your guns and do a good debate and move on to the next one.
Yeah, Runa?
What is your favorite thing about speech?
The speaking. What's
Yeah.
your favorite thing about speech?
The people.
Cut. So my favorite part of speech is just like knowing that you're creating something like as if it's really a work of art, because it is a work of art. Coming up with a speech, just putting all that time in, like researching and organizing, and then performing it in front of an audience, and
It's fulfilling.
it's super fulfilling. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite memory about speech is I remember the first time I went there, and I sat on the seat. I saw the people performing their prose piece, and it's so like they're in their suit and everything. It's just at the moment when they speak up, it seems like everything's changing into the story they're creating there. And I think that instant moment when I sit there watching them performing really moved me and really made me fire up, I want to do this. And I did this, and I'm so glad how I love the moment when I give a speech and how I can give to people and they can understand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And also the people. I
And the
love, yeah, people are the great.